Hello everyone, welcome to class today. I have a very fun throat chakra themed class for you today. We're gonna do some shoulder stands and work up to plow. We're gonna do some journaling and some meditation. So come to a comfortable seat on your mat, close your eyes, and just begin by taking a few deep breaths. If you like, you are welcome to play with your Ujjayi breathing in this practice. Ujjayi breathing, if you've never done it before, is best described as making your breath sound like a wave. So you'll breathe in through your nose and exhale out sort of the back of your throat. So it sounds a little bit like a wave. In a way, you kind of sound like Darth Vader. But you're welcome to do full, complete breaths like usual, or if you want to play with your Ujjayi breath, if that's part of your practice, you are more than welcome to. We're going to begin with just a few soft neck stretches to open up our throat, open up our heart, so we can become better communicators and better listeners, which is what the throat chakra is all about. It's about communication, clarity, and resonance. Take a few more deep breaths here. Very nice. Go ahead and take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, drop your chin into your chest, getting a nice stretch along the back of your neck, maybe reaching down into the back of your spine. And just breathe here. Breathe into the back of your throat and the back of your spine. See if you feel any places of tension. See if you can exhale out the tension and stress. Very nice. On your next inhale, you're going to roll your right ear to your right shoulder. Stretching the left side of your neck here. Relax your shoulders down, away from your ears. And just breathe into the left side of your neck. If you like, you're welcome to walk your left fingers out to the side of your mat. See if that gives you any different sensation in the upper shoulder, the neck, or the upper arm. And then if you want to go one step further, you can bring your right hand all the way up around your head, clasp your left ear, and see if you can just gently pull your ear away from your shoulder. We're not trying to lift your ear up to the ceiling, just really gently pulling it away from your shoulder. You can look down at your armpit or up to the ceiling to play with see if that gives you any different sensations to play with. Take another deep breath in and exhale both hands back into the lap and roll your chin back into your chest. Take a few more deep breaths here. Very nice. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So on your next inhale, just roll your left ear to your left shoulder. Relaxing your shoulders away from the ears, down your back. And just breathing into the right side of your neck now. Go ahead and walk your right fingers out on the mat. See if that gives you any new sensation. You can kind of walk your fingers further out, closer back in. No one size fits all here. And then go ahead and bring your left arm around to clasp your right ear and just gently pull your ear away from your shoulder. This is a really gentle, very subtle movement. We're not actually yanking or pulling. We're more just gently pressing away from our shoulder. And continue to breathe here. You can look up or down, just like we did on the other side. Beautiful. Relax your hands back down to your knees. Roll your chin into your chest. Take one more deep breath in and very gently lift your head up to look at the screen. Nicely done. We're just going to start with some seated cat-cows. So inhale to broaden across the chest. Exhale, scoop your spine back to the wall. And just go at your own pace here, your own breath. We're just matching up to our own rhythm here. And again, of course, you can keep playing around with that ujjayi breath as well. Just a few more times. Beautiful. Come back to a straight spine. And we're going to come on over to tabletop pose. So make sure your hips are directly over your knees, shoulders are directly over your wrists, like always. Firm up through your core. And then on your inhale, broaden across the chest, shine the heart forward. You can toss your head back a little bit if you like. And exhale, scoop your spine up to the sky. Again, moving on your own breath through your own inhales and exhales. Very nice. Just one more or so. And we're going to bring our right leg behind us and then bring that foot between our hands to come into our low lunge. We're going to clasp our hands behind our back. Again, opening up across the chest, opening across the throat. Really shine your heart forward. And then we're going to tuck our back toes under and press up into high lunge, keeping our hands clasped behind our back. Well done. That takes a bit of strength and balance. So find one point to focus on. Release your hands, plant them down on the mat, step back into plank, and come back to all fours, however is most comfortable for you. I went through chaturanga and up dog, but as long as you end in all fours. Extend your left leg behind you and then bring that left foot between your hands, coming up into low lunge. And this time, clasp your fingers the weird way, the odd way, behind your back. Just like we did on the other side, opening up across the chest. And then curl the back toes underneath, press up into high lunge with your hands still clasped, really opening up the chest. If you want to bend your head back, you can to open up the throat. And then release your hands down to the mat, step back into plank, and lower all the way down to the mat. I'm going through a little just up dog sequence here, but however you want to get down to the mat is totally fine. Beautiful. We're going to come into cobra pose. So bring your hands under your shoulders. Inhale and press yourself up into baby cobra. Breathing deeply. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come up through cobra. Exhale, lower back to the mat. Do a few more of these. Again, almost like your cat-cows, rising up into cobra on your in-breath, exhaling back down to the mat. Beautiful. Now bring your hands out on the wood, on the outside of your mat. Inhale and lift up all the way up into high cobra. Lower back down. Inhale up, lifting your chest up higher, lowering back down on the exhale. Beautiful. One more. And we're going to clasp our hands behind our back just like we did in our low lunges. And on an inhale, we're going to lift our chest, lift our legs, lift our arms, coming into locust pose. Breathe deeply here. Hold it, hold it, hold it. See how long you can engage your lower back, engage your core to really lift yourself up. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Lower everything down. If you need to wiggle your hips side to side, go ahead. And then slide your elbows underneath your shoulders and come into Sphinx pose. Usually in these classes we do journaling a little later in the practice, but we're here in a really great journaling pose, Sphinx pose, so we're just gonna have a little journaling intermission here. Because this class is based around the throat chakra and communication and truth, I want you to journal today about how you feel about how you communicate. So, how do I feel about how I communicate? What can I accept or let go of in my style of communication and my manner of communication to empower myself to speak my truth and become a better listener? Just spend the next several minutes journaling about that. Go ahead and finish your thought. Close your journal, set it aside. We'll do a little bit more yoga. Take a few more breaths in your Sphinx pose. It's my clap Bernoulli. The cats always love to make an appearance. Lower yourself all the way back down to the mat and very gently press yourself back into child's pose, just as a nice counter pose to all those back bends that we just did. Breathe deeply here. Take a deep breath in and go ahead and come on up, swing your legs forward, and we're just going to lower ourselves right onto our backs. Bring your feet close to your bum, and we're going to press ourselves up into bridge pose. Really engage your glutes, lift your hips, press through all four corners of your feet, engage your inner thighs so your knees stay in line with your hips. And you don't have to go very far. If you want to clasp your hands behind your back, you're more than welcome to, or you can just leave them face down, pressing into the mat. Take a few breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling fully. And then we're going to do just a few bridge pumps. So lowering the bum down to the mat and then pressing back up. So you're not dwelling on the mat. You're just kind of touching the mat with your bum and lifting back up. Just do a few of those. Warming up our core, warming up our glutes for our peak pose of the practice today. Beautiful. We're going to be coming into plow pose next. I like to hug my knees into my chest and then use my core and my hands to lift my hips up and stretch my feet past my head. Now, if you've never done plow pose before, that's okay. I would just go back into bridge and hang out and find a tutorial online to better teach you. If you're in plow pose, keep your chin tucked into your chest. Do not look to the right or the left. And just breathe. It's okay if your feet don't touch the floor. You can always bend your knees as well to see if your feet can touch the floor, but really we're just stretching our low back, we're stretching the back of our throat, and we're stretching our hamstrings and our glutes. Continuing to breathe here. If it takes you a few tries to get into it, that's fine. This is a complicated pose. It is tricky for many people. If you are in plow pose and want to move on, go ahead and come into shoulder stand. So bring your knees back into your chest and support your low back with your hands and reach your legs straight up to the sky. It's very important that most of the weight is actually in your biceps and your upper arms, and a lot of the weight of your lower back is in your hands. We're not actually putting that much weight into our throat or our shoulders. Beautiful. Continue to breathe here. And then to come out, we're just going to bend our knees, reach our feet past our head, come into plow pose again. To come out of this pose, you will bend your knees and very gently use your core to begin to lower your bum to the mat. You can use your hands as an assist. And then keeping your low back glued to the mat, you can lower your feet slowly all the way down to the mat. If you need to do a few windshield wipers here to release any tension in your low back, go ahead. But otherwise, come into your Shavasana pose. You can relax your legs out long. Or if you want, you can also keep your feet on the mat with your knees bended if that will alleviate any tension in your low back as well. Regardless, relax your hands to your sides, close your eyes, and let yourself find ease in your Shavasana today. Begin to deepen your inhales and your exhales. Make circles with the wrists and the ankles. If you like, you can hug your knees into your chest and roll or press yourself up to a seated position for our final meditation today. Whenever's comfortable, relax your hands on your thighs, close your eyes, and drop inward. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale it out. If you want to come back to your Ujjayi breathing, you're more than welcome to here. Bring awareness to your throat chakra. Imagine you can breathe directly into the whole of your throat, all the way around your neck. Exhale out any tension or anxiety you feel here. Imagine a bright sky blue light. It starts in the center of your throat. With every inhale, imagine it growing bigger and bigger. With every exhale, you're releasing any tension, any anxiety, any worries about how you communicate or how well you listen. Continue with that visualization for a few moments, or if you would just prefer to focus on your Ujjayi breathing, you can do that too. Release the breathing, the breath work, the visualization. Know that we all have power over how we communicate and how well we listen. When you're ready, go ahead and take a deep breath in, inhaling the arms down, around, and up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this flow. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe for more classes like this, more yoga classes, more meditation, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And until next time, have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you again on the mat very soon.